Life Transitions Health Matters segment is sponsored by Woman to Woman Impartation 2018 Empowerment Side Piece No More. Chronicles coming to a city near you. It's a one-day empowerment workshop with tools, resources, encouragement, and motivated solutions. Next stop, Side Piece No More Houston Chronicles. Uncover the cover-up on August 26th. Find more information and register at Eventbrite and via all social media outlets or dial 980-349-6140. You are tuned to Life Transitions with Coach Robin, where we champion life transitions together.
Yes, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal to a lot of moms. Now, what is some of the recommendations for a mom to be that's wanting already to know in her mind, I want to breastfeed? What is anything that she can do to have her body conditioned to be ready to? Because I know sometimes they have producing milk and all those different things. What are some recommendations?
So what happens is the body is just awesome. God is he just performs miracles. So what happens is, we talked about the diet. That's evident. There's some things that we used to tell moms to do that we don't recommend them to do anymore to prepare their breasts. But what I do like to recommend to moms is at least go to a breastfeeding class or watch some videos just to get you in the mindset of thinking what it's going to be like, to give yourself some familiarity, because it's very helpful. Now, at hospitals, it's a blessing because we have what we call lactation specialists.
Wow.
And the lactation specialists actually provide in-house, in-room, bedside assistance to all of our moms. And it doesn't matter if you've breastfed before or not. They're right there for you. And, they are our coaches along with the nurses and the staff on the floor. Everyone is educated or knowledgeable in how to assist our moms and the babies with connecting and breastfeeding.
Wow, that is amazing. I'm telling you, things have definitely changed since.
And even if you're a young mother that's considering going back to work, there's pumps that you can have. Hospitals now, not only hospitals, but I was going to say employers are more conducive to even provide means and ways for new moms to be able to pump even while they're at work. So, but the hospital, now all hospitals are great support systems for encouraging moms with their decisions to breastfeed.
Wow, that is amazing. That is so amazing. I know it seems like, I know for me when I was having my kids, I started seeing a shift then. But I just wanted your perspective on. It seems to be like the hospitals are more, prepared and open to help with, some solutions. Like, for instance, those that are in need of certain things, they seem to have the resources to help young moms, or even, you don't necessarily have to be young to be in a need.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It seemed to be more diverse. They're more open to helping you with resources and things of that nature.
Yes, and we actually, believe it or not, have our government and a few of our first ladies to thank for that, because and they have the Women and Children Initiative, and one thing it does is it promotes all of those things, Coach Robin, that you just talked about. I mean, from when the baby is born, if the baby is, there's no complications, everything is healthy and everything's gone like is to be expected. The delivery takes place, that we, actually put the baby right on mom's chest if that's her desire, and start assessing the baby from there and drying the baby off. And those are one of the things that we commit to doing, and doing what we call skin to skin. Studies show that placing the baby on the mom, not separating them, is the best way to keep that newborn baby warm. And we even get dad involved as well. We promote, dad even doing skin to skin if he would like.
Wow, that's really something, how things have really, evolved into.
Yeah, we don't do the separating anymore. No one whisks the baby off anymore unless, there's going to be a complication or expected complication with the baby. We promote, being, family first, getting the parents involved in initial moments of life.
Wow. It's really amazing. Here on Life Transitions with Coach Robin, we have someone that's dear to me who is diverse in prenatal care, and we have just talked about the different transitions that women go through, and even the husbands, as far as preparing for having their little bundle of joy. And first and foremost, Dr. Carolyn went over how to prepare the body for those that are, planners, and, they plan and they got things ready. They, made sure they had their home and all those things, job and career in place, and they're planning now. Her tip for you was to really, as a team, go and check out and go, get your physical, find out where you are, what's your status physically.
I just want to read something to our listeners tonight about the baby that they would carry inside. And it says, a tiny human is approximately 500 cells. Some cells split off to become placenta, and others provide nourishment for the unborn child. At about 6 weeks, webbed fingers can be seen in the hand. The beating heart may be detected on an ultrasound, and early brain waves can be recorded. The embryo's body may respond to touch or twitch spontaneously. So, see, that's why that prenatal care is so important in those early times. The doctor can see that the development of the heart and the brain and the fingers moving, wanting to make sure that the placenta is implanted properly and the baby at 6 weeks is getting this nutritional value that it needs to receive from mother's blood flow.
That is amazing. That's amazing that information is even available, that we know in this time just that much detail. And like you said, there is no excuse, family, no excuse not to make sure, because at the end of the day, as your prenatal care is not only for your baby, but it's for you.
Yes.
It's important for the baby is just important for you, because what you don't do in that time of your life, because the baby is taking so much from you, and if you're not on top of your body, you can really be in a bad situation after you deliver, and be it emotionally, be it physically. We want to make sure that we are doing the steps that we can to make sure that we have a healthy baby, and even that we'll be healthy after we deliver. because that baby
and that's so important. That's so important because I've seen situations or experienced situations where, one of the big things that women sometimes undergo is excessive blood loss following a delivery, whether it be C-section or vaginal delivery. And because the mother, was giving her prenatal care and, took her vitamins and stayed on top of her doctor's, advice and recommendations, that the outcome might not have been as grave as we had thought, because there was that balance there of, her taking care of herself and the baby, getting the nutrition and everything that was needed inside of mom.
Wow. It's important, family, to make sure that you do what you're prescribed to do. And when I say prescribed, it's not pertaining into medication per se, but what the doctor is giving you, because not only is the life that's inside of you depending on it, but your life is depending on it. Because we don't talk about it because we don't want to make it, bring a dark light, but it's when you're going through delivery, it's because women do it every day. We forget that it can be a very, very dangerous, not dangerous, but it could be very severe. It could be, things can turn.
Yes, it can be very complicated, and even when you do the right things, it still can be complicated. But when you're at the right place, with at the right hospital, being seen by the right doctors, you have your best chance of facilitating a great outcome. Outcome, and the great outcome is and as a healthy mom, and in the end, and a healthy baby as well. So those are the things that are important. And the one thing I want our listeners to remember is, in general, whether it's pregnancy or just everyday life, we need to be more astute and more involved in our care. No matter what it is, ask questions. If you don't understand, say, I don't understand, because, doctors get a lot of training, and, they're very smart. And sometimes they need to be reminded, doctor, I don't quite understand what you're saying. And they aren't upset like that. They're great dialoguers. A lot of them are, lecturers themselves. So they want you to have the information in a way that you can understand it. Don't be afraid to ask questions when you're not certain. Don't be afraid to say, can you repeat that again? Because sometimes when we're moving in a like a quick manner, it's not because we want to get it done. It might be, it might be something else pressing, another situation, or sometimes it's the volume, but we're never too busy to stop and repeat and stop and give you the answers that you need.
Exactly.
So don't be afraid.
Because you got to pull them by the coattail, like, I understand you're busy, but I have to know this.
Yes, I need to know this. Or stop. And sometimes because you move at a fast pace all the time, you don't realize sometimes how fast you are moving. You don't realize how fast you're moving, so you need to be stopped. So I always tell my patients that, because sometimes the doctors come and I say, did you understand what? No. I go get the doctor and bring him back. They did not understand this medication. They did not understand the plan of care. They did not understand your discharge instructions. And they'll be like, oh my goodness, and they will, sit down and talk to the patient.
Exactly.
because we have that much time to make sure that you get all the information that you need. We have enough time to make sure that you say yes to something that you are certain about. Because once we sign paperwork, that means that